Hello, hello. It's Jammin Jessie backstage with AJR. I wanted
She
to
did
do
it.
it. I just wanted to do it.
She did it.
I'm with AJR backstage at the Met. Not one, but two sold out shows at the Met. This is night one. Is that crazy? I mean, that you just sold out both nights.
Yeah, it is crazy. There's no other word for that because like bands grow usually at a pretty like steady rate. And like last time I believe we did the Fillmore, which is like 1,200 people or like 1,500 people or something like that. And this is around like 3,000. So usually it's like you keep doubling. But then we did two nights, which is now whatever 4 times as big. So it's a very cool feeling.
It's
to know
amazing.
that people care. Yeah.
The first thing I think about with you guys, you're like super open about your creative process, especially on Twitter and social media. I think a lot of bands sometimes are like, I don't want to tell anybody anything. I don't want to. Like, you guys are just like, hey, this is what we're doing. Let me show you. Let me bring you behind. Let me tell you. Was there ever a time where you didn't want to share that information, or you guys are just like really super open books?
I don't think we're super open books. I would never want a camera following us while we're actually making it.
Got it.
Because that's, I think, when we're most insecure and vulnerable.
Got it.
But we find it really fun after the fact to talk about it and be like, by the way, this thing that we're really proud of, this is how we made it. Because honestly, for every like cool idea we have about 10 terrible ideas that we don't want anybody to know. So that's kind of our process.
Okay, I like it. What's the thing with the Pixar movie? Is there? I don't. What's
Yeah,
it called?
the
Soul?
the new trailer for their movie called Soul came out, and they ended up using one of our songs, Overture, from our album, The Click, and they asked us about it like a year ago now, or something, or like 8 months ago, and we had to kind of keep it a secret, and then it actually was used in the trailer, which is so cool.
Is this like a pinch yourself moment? All this stuff that's happening.
Extremely, yeah.
I'm looking at you guys, and I'm just saying, like, this seems it's. There's one other band I don't have to like say, but like, there's only a couple bands that I know that like they have just skyrocketed so quickly, and maybe it hasn't been quick for you guys, but like, right? And
I guess maybe not. Yeah,
maybe not, but it's just like it's absolutely amazing. Is this like kind of where you're at in your career right now, or is everything a pinch yourself moment? Are you very present? What's going on?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more of a pinch yourself moment because I mean, you were right because we've been doing this almost 15 years now. So it's been a very very slow rise, and basically for most of those years we had zero success whatsoever. So now the fact that we're doing two nights here and the Pixar thing, we're a little out of our element. So we're just every time something cool happens, it's like really, really.
I love that you guys are present with it. The production is super cool. You say something about like how you wanted your everything that you guys have ever imagined, every aspect of your imagination put into the production of this tour. Talk to me about the production of this tour versus when you guys were playing the Fillmore. What's the new stuff that we could look forward to?
Yeah, I think every tour we've ever done has kind of led up to this tour for us. Really, truly. I think we had a budget that was a lot smaller back then, and we were like, what if we could do this? We can't. Okay, then let's do this. Now we're finally at a point where it's like, what if we could do this? We can do that, and that's a really exciting place to be as a band because, and it probably, possibly even more than making the album, we love making this live show. Seeing real-time reactions of people going, I've never seen anything like that on stage before, is just like the most heart-filling thing. And so it truly, this show is our imagination and is, I don't want to give anything away, but just is, what if Jack could do this on stage? Let's make it happen.
I watched a couple of the videos on your Twitter, and I did think to myself, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so
the
cool.
Ideal reaction. Yeah.
And you guys have like a swag to you, like you're doing certain moves or you're doing certain things, like it feels right. I'm like, you guys were born to do this.
Oh my God,
I really do.
Very
it's
high compliment. Thank
tight
you.
And the swag is legit and it's real. What else is happening? You're constantly writing, I imagine, right?
Actually, no.
Okay.
We used to be constantly writing, but I think when you put so much effort into something, and it kind of takes everything out of you, which was first the album, and then that was over, and then it was really the tour. We put just as much effort into the tour as the album.
Right.
You kind of just have to like sit with it for a little bit. Inspiration and kind of drive to work does run out, I think, of everyone. And so you kind of need to let this happen and then recharge and be like, okay, I'm in a new phase of my life. Let's get re-inspired. I think that's kind of how we function.
And exactly what you're saying. You need life experience in order to write good songs. Everybody that I've watched be like, I have to sit down and write a song today. It's just kind of a waste of time. And while we were, writing the last album, all this that we went to Colombia and like all this, like we had like family problems, like a lot just went on. And that was the fuel for writing the album. And since then, we've just been on the road. And I think we really need to get back and have some life experience before we could write again.
Do you guys meditate? what are you doing? How are you staying like this?
Do we meditate?
Come on. You know, so many musicians are like, get back on the road, right. And sometimes you get freaking burnt out.
Yeah.
And you just already know not to do that.
I don't know. When you're passionate about something, you don't really think about it. It's like, this is what we want to do. This is what we've decided to do. Then we're just gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it. Freaking love it. What else do I say? Oh, you know what? I want to ask you guys this because this is actually a pretty good question. So I do a lot with the local bands in Philly, and it's like the lifeline of why we do music and why music. It's you have a dream when you're in a local band or something. Is there anything you could tell them, advice, something that helped push you guys along the way?
Yeah, I mean, we always we get asked that question a lot, of course. And the one piece of advice that's the most, I think, helpful, besides like practice and put out songs, is try to find one thing that makes you unique, basically. And it can be something little or something huge in lyrics or look or anything like that. Just find one thing that makes you different from literally everyone else and go with that super, super hard, because there's so many bands and artists nowadays. It's hard for anyone to even keep track. So the bands that sort of stick out are things that you can kind of describe them in one word. A lot of people say, like, it's our lyrics, basically. Oh, their lyrics are right on the nose relatable. So that's kind of our thing that we go really hard with. And I can give you another million examples, but that's a great tip.
I love that. You guys got to write a book. You got to freaking write a book. You're going to take all of your tweets and
just put them in a book.
Put them in a book for AJR.
I love it.
The one I think was that you are that bitch. What was the one that you tweeted? You're like, I'm that bitch.
Yeah. I think we were quoting Lizzo on that one. Weren't you? Yes.
You said something so good.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
thank you.
I can't anymore with AJR tweets. Best tweets ever. All right, guys. Congratulations on everything and all the success. And this is super cool. And I'm happy for you. And you're very present. And you guys are fucking going to keep doing it. And rock and roll. AJR.
Thanks so much, guys.
Backstage at the Met. Bye.